Right now, something is slipping, not money, not time. Control. You feel busy, but empty. You're exhausted, yet nothing moved. Another day checked off. Another promise postponed. This isn't about motivation. It's about a quiet leak draining your life while you applaud survival. If you don't interrupt this moment, it will decide for you, and the cost is closer than you think. The truth is, the leak you felt a moment ago has a name, and it's not laziness, not lack of talent, not bad luck. It's scattered focus pretending to be a busy life. Days filled, nights empty, effort everywhere, progress nowhere. You don't need a new year, a new job, or a new personality. You need one small block of time treated like it can save you, because it can. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing one thing long enough, deep enough, and consistently enough that your life can no longer stay the same. You think the problem is wasted time, but wasted time is only the symptom. The real sickness is energy without direction, motion without intention, noise without progress. You can be busy all day and still move nowhere. You can exhaust yourself and still stay stuck. That's what breaks people, not laziness, not lack of talent. It's waking up every day and spending your best energy on things that don't fight for your future. You answer messages, scroll screens, react to demands, and by nightfall, you feel empty because nothing meaningful was built. You didn't lose time. You donated power to everything except the one thing that could change your life. Undirected energy feels productive. That's the trap. You feel active. You feel needed. You feel involved, but nothing compounds. Nothing sharpens, nothing grows teeth. Energy scattered across 10 directions weakens in all of them. That's why people feel tired but unchanged. That's why years pass and nothing looks different. The effort leaks. The focus dissolves. And slowly, quietly, people start believing this is just how life is. Busy, loud, unfulfilled. Directed energy is different. Directed energy is uncomfortable. It demands a decision. It forces you to choose what matters and accept what doesn't. And most people avoid that choice because choosing one thing means letting other things burn. It means saying no. It means disappointing people. It means facing the fear that if you focus and still fail, you'll have no excuses left. So they stay scattered, they stay busy, they stay safe. And safety becomes the cage. You don't need more hours. You need a target. A single point where your effort lands again and again until something breaks open. When energy hits the same place daily, it cuts. When it spreads, it bruises and disappears. This is why some people with less talent surpass everyone. They aim. They stay, they return. While others keep starting and stopping, inspired today, distracted tomorrow, hopeful on Monday, numb by Friday. Undirected energy also lies to you emotionally. It tells you you're trying. It tells you you're doing your best. It tells you the world is unfair. But deep down, you know the truth. You know what you avoided. You know what you postponed. You know where your attention went when it should have gone somewhere harder. And that quiet awareness becomes guilt. That guilt becomes frustration. That frustration becomes self-doubt. Not because you can't win, but because you never fully stepped into the fight. The moment you direct your energy, everything gets louder inside. Resistance shows up, fear speaks, discomfort rises. That's how you know you're finally working on the right thing. Directed energy exposes weakness so it can be strengthened. Scattered energy hides it. That's why focus feels heavy at first. You're no longer running from yourself. Your life doesn't change when you get inspired. It changes when your energy obeys you. When it stops reacting and starts attacking. When you decide that one thing deserves your best hours, your sharpest mind, your cleanest attention. That decision alone separates builders from spectators. Because once energy is directed, time stops bleeding, effort starts stacking. Confidence grows from evidence, not hope. And momentum begins to pull you forward whether you feel ready or not. 90 minutes. Just 90 minutes a day. That's all it takes to transform scattered motion into unstoppable progress. 90 minutes forces reality. It exposes excuses. It strips away illusion. You can't hide behind distraction in 90 minutes. You can't say, "I'll do it later," or "I'm too tired." There's no later. There's no time to scroll. There's only the work, the skill, the project, the vision staring you in the face. And you either meet it, or you watch another day vanish. Those 90 minutes make the truth unavoidable. They reveal where your priorities really lie. They expose what you value and what you're afraid of losing. You discover what matters most because nothing else survives that block. Your phone is silent. Notifications don't exist. Social demands are paused. Everything that normally steals you is gone. And what remains is raw. Your ambition, your skill, your unfinished potential demanding attention. That's where growth happens. Not in comfort, not in multitasking, not in pretending, but in facing one challenge with full force until you feel a change inside. Discipline shows up in those 90 minutes. Motivation is unreliable. Excitement is temporary. But showing up when it's hard, when you're tired, when you've already justified skipping, that's what separates those who dream from those who build. Compounding starts here. Day after day, 90 minutes of focused energy doesn't just move you, it multiplies you. Skills sharpen, understanding deepens, confidence grows, momentum becomes irreversible. And over time, it isn't 90 minutes anymore. It's mastery. It's influence. It's results that people notice, opportunities that appear, doors that open, lives that change starting with yours. The magic isn't in the minutes themselves. It's in what you protect inside them. The absence of distraction. The refusal to cheat. The obsession with one outcome. That intensity trains your mind. It rewires habits. It creates a habit of excellence that leaks into the rest of your life. You start making better decisions because you've proven you can sustain effort. You start ignoring what doesn't matter because you know where your energy belongs. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for perfect timing. You start building relentlessly in small increments that add up to monumental change. This is how the ordinary becomes extraordinary. How the overlooked become unstoppable. How someone with nothing but focus and persistence creates what most people only dream of. And here's the key: the rest of the world is still scattered, still distracted, still giving their energy away. But you've chosen differently. You've directed your energy, and now time is your ally, not your enemy. The momentum you build in 90 minutes doesn't just move projects. It moves identity. It changes the way you see yourself. It changes the expectations you set. It changes the trajectory of your life. Every day you waste reacting is a day your future steals from you. Every time you let distractions decide, you train yourself to quit before the fight even begins. You think scrolling, checking, postponing, and half-doing is harmless, but it's the silent architect of a life you didn't design. It's not about what you do in public. It's about what you refuse to do in private. That's where real change hides. That's where success begins. That's where the one thing you commit to, consistently, turns from idea to action, from action to habit, from habit to legacy. Directed energy teaches you to embrace the uncomfortable. It's lonely at first. People will question why you disappear. For 90 minutes, your mind will scream, do something easier. Do something fun. Do something safe. And that's the exact moment you define yourself. Do you give in to distraction, or do you sit unmovable and let the future you are building pull every fiber of your being forward? Every second you hesitate, the world is moving without you. Every second you protect your focus, you create a chain reaction that multiplies beyond what eyes can see. Directed energy compounds. It's not magic, it's mathematical. One day, 90 minutes. 2 days, 180. A week, 630. A year, 32,850 minutes. Those minutes aren't just numbers, they are transformations. Skills sharpen, knowledge grows, confidence becomes proof, momentum becomes unstoppable. And while everyone else debates, doubts, and drifts, you are building, not for applause, not for recognition, not for validation, for yourself. For the life you can't buy, can't borrow, and can't wait for. For the life you take by force, one deliberate, focused block at a time. This is why energy without direction fails. Because unfocused effort is noise. Noise leaves regret. Noise doesn't build. Direction channels power. Direction isolates. Direction forces you to fight for one thing with everything you have. And when you learn to defend that 90-minute fortress of focus, to refuse escape, to refuse distraction, to refuse compromise, you start to see the difference between living and existing. You begin to understand why some people move mountains while others merely climb hills and call it progress. Becomes someone you barely recognized yesterday that day. You understand that energy without direction is theft, and direction is liberation. You think 90 minutes is short, but that's exactly why it's perfect. It's long enough to do something meaningful, short enough to start without excuses. 90 minutes forces clarity. It forces decisions. It forces truth. Because when you have only 90 minutes, you can't hide. You can't fake it. You can't waste. It's scrolling, chatting, or daydreaming. Your distractions don't fit into 90 minutes. Your excuses collapse under its weight. 90 minutes is a mirror. It reflects exactly who you are when nothing else is demanding your attention. And most people refuse to look in that mirror. This is where discipline shows its teeth. Motivation doesn't. Motivation comes and goes like a tide. One day it lifts you, the next it abandons you. Discipline doesn't leave. Discipline is showing up when the world says, skip it. Discipline is being unreasonable with yourself and your focus. For 90 minutes, you're not negotiating. You're not choosing comfort. You're not asking permission. You're executing. You're attacking. You're proving that your dreams are worth the discomfort, the resistance, the isolation. That's the power of a set, uninterrupted, non-negotiable block of time. And here's the secret most people miss. 90 minutes exposes priorities. When you commit that time, suddenly all the fluff around you disappears. The unimportant meetings, the casual scrolling, the empty chatter, it falls away because there is no room for it. You are forced to confront the one thing that matters most. And this confrontation is brutal for some. It's uncomfortable because most people don't even know what their one thing is. They've been distracted so long they forgot what matters. They forgot what they could become. But once you fight for 90 minutes every day, the fog clears. You see yourself. You see your potential. And you can't go back to the old way. 90 minutes compounds faster than any habit you've ever tried. One day doesn't matter. 1 week is barely visible. But a year? A year of focused, sacred, undisturbed 90-minute sessions changes everything. Knowledge, skill, confidence, and momentum accumulate quietly, invisibly. And one day, you wake up and realize you are no longer who you were. You are sharper, stronger, smarter, more capable. The 90-minute daily choice has created a new identity. People notice. Life shifts. Doors open. Opportunities appear. But it's not luck. It's not timing. It's the relentless daily, disciplined investment of 90 minutes into the future you are claiming for yourself. Here's the thing about distraction. It trains your brain to quit. Every time you allow it to win, every time you check your phone instead of doing the hard work, you reinforce mediocrity. Your mind learns that discomfort means retreat. But 90 minutes teaches the opposite. 90 minutes tells your brain, I decide. I stay, I push. The discomfort becomes the training ground. The resistance becomes the coach. And slowly, the impossible becomes routine. Success doesn't arrive by chance. It arrives because someone refused to leave the battlefield for even a single 90-minute session. 90 minutes also teaches patience and perspective. You don't see results immediately. You don't become fluent, rich, or powerful overnight. But the compounding effect of daily, directed, and undistracted effort is unstoppable. Your mind, your skills, your confidence, your future self, they all evolve faster than anything else around you. And once you internalize that, once you feel the power of 90 minutes in your bones, nothing else can tempt you. Every distraction, every trivial task, every excuse loses its hold because you've already proven something far stronger. You can control your time. You can control your energy. You can control your life. Distraction is not neutral. It doesn't just fill time. It trains your brain to quit, to settle, to shrink. Every notification, every scroll, every idle conversation is teaching you to give up before the fight even begins. And most people are unaware of this daily conditioning. They think they're relaxing. They think they're resting. They think they're just taking a break. No. Every time you abandon focus, every time you choose comfort over growth, you are wiring yourself to stop, to settle, to never reach the edge of your potential. That is the silent killer of dreams. That is why some people work hard and achieve nothing, while others, with less, rise faster than anyone imagined. Every time you pick up your phone when you should be working, every time you check social media instead of learning, every time you scroll instead of building, you are choosing to train yourself to quit, and quitting becomes habitual. It spreads. It infiltrates every corner of your life. Your work ethic, your relationships, your mindset, your future, everything suffers because your brain is learning that comfort is more important than courage. You're teaching yourself that distraction is acceptable. And here's the brutal truth. It is not. The world is loud. Every second, there's a pull away from what matters. Notifications, messages, opinions, entertainment, they all demand your attention. And your brain, untrained, obeys. It seeks dopamine. It seeks safety. It seeks the easy path. But the path to greatness is not easy. It is uncomfortable. It is lonely. It is resisted at every step. That's why you must actively train yourself against the noise, against the temptation, against the ease. You must become uncomfortable with being comfortable. You must make distraction so foreign to your daily life that your mind forgets it as an option. Here's where 90 minutes becomes a weapon. When you commit 90 uninterrupted minutes to a single goal, skill, or project, you are rewiring your brain. You are showing it what it means to stay. You are teaching it that focus matters more than fleeting pleasure. You are creating a neurological pattern of persistence, of deep work, of obsession with one thing until mastery appears. While everyone else is feeding their distractions, you are feeding your future self. Every minute compounds. Every session stacks, and 1 year from now, the person you become will be unrecognizable to the person who caved to every interruption today. Distraction is also a test of will. It is a daily challenge to see if you will allow your attention to be stolen. And make no mistake, it will be stolen. Friends will invite, messages will ping, your own mind will whisper excuses. But if you surrender, you lose more than a few minutes. You lose momentum, you lose confidence, you lose identity, you lose the compounding effect of action. But if you resist, if you protect your focus, if you refuse to escape, you build a muscle stronger than any talent, smarter than any plan, and more reliable than any luck. That muscle is your ability to conquer distraction. That muscle is your path to mastery. That muscle is what separates dreamers from legends. Distraction is the enemy you can't see until it's too late. It's subtle, it's seductive, it's slow, and it will steal your life in increments so small you don't notice until one day you realize years have passed and your dreams are untouched. But the solution is simple. Focus, obsess, protect your time. Make every 90-minute session non-negotiable. Train your brain to resist every pull that doesn't align with your goal. Become unavailable to everything except what builds your future. And when you do, something extraordinary happens. Your brain stops quitting, your actions stop scattering, and your life begins to expand into the space you've carved with discipline, courage, and refusal to yield. Growth is not found in comfort. Comfort preserves what exists. Growth demands imbalance. It demands obsession. It demands the courage to step into the spaces where others refuse to go. Balance is safe. Balance is predictable. Balance does not build empires, create innovations, or transform lives. If you chase balance while the world moves at full speed, you are training yourself to remain small. You are teaching yourself to prioritize the easy, the familiar, the comfortable, while the extraordinary slips past you unnoticed. Imbalance, when focused, is liberation. It is the choice to give more than what feels reasonable, to invest time, energy, and passion into one pursuit with absolute intensity. It is the refusal to let society's expectations dictate how much you give. It is saying no to distractions, no to social pressure, No to the illusion that you can do everything equally and still win. It is choosing one battlefield and committing fully until victory is inevitable. Growth doesn't come from moderation. It comes from obsession, and obsession demands imbalance. This is why the 90-minute principle is revolutionary. 90 minutes is a concentrated window where you give your all to one goal, one skill, one vision. It's sacred, unbreakable, and uncompromising. While the world debates whether to rest, whether to check notifications, whether to balance their time, you are building your future. You are living a reality that feels unreasonable, uncomfortable, and extreme to everyone else. But to you, it is necessary. Because imbalance, when focused, multiplies. When focused, it compounds. When focused, it transforms. Most people fear imbalance because it exposes them. It forces decisions. It highlights sacrifices. It strips away excuses. You realize that to grow, you must abandon comfort. To achieve, you must abandon equality of effort. To become powerful, you must abandon the illusion that being moderate and reasonable is sufficient. But once you accept it, once you embrace focused imbalance, you unlock freedom. Freedom from mediocrity. Freedom from distraction. Freedom from the suffocating expectations of the uninspired majority. Growth also demands patience. Imbalance is not chaos. Obsession is not reckless. It is calculated, disciplined, and consistent. You cannot overextend. You cannot scatter. You cannot wander. Focused imbalance requires a deep understanding of what matters, what moves you forward, and what builds your future. It demands saying no daily, hourly, even minute by minute, to anything that doesn't serve that one purpose. And when you protect that time, when you embrace that discomfort, you begin to see results others call impossible. Comfort keeps people safe, but it also keeps them stagnant. Imbalance builds the extraordinary at the expense of ease. And the truth? Most people would rather be comfortable than successful. Most people would rather be liked than respected. Most people would rather scroll than build. But you are not most people. You have the chance to choose differently. You have the chance to devote 90 minutes daily to imbalance, obsession, and deep work. You have the chance to grow while the world stagnates. You have the chance to become the person who achieves what others only dream of. The moment you embrace focused imbalance, life reacts. Challenges become fuel. Obstacles become opportunities. Resistance becomes the proving ground. Your mind sharpens, your skills deepen, your vision clarifies. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, you begin to move past everyone clinging to balance while you sprint toward your potential. Imbalance is not easy. It is not safe. It is not comfortable. But it is the only path to growth, mastery, and transformation. Small, daily obsession is the secret weapon most people ignore. It doesn't scream. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't promise overnight results. But it builds silently, relentlessly, invisibly, until one day the world looks different and you are different. One focused 90-minute session compounds. 1 month stacks into hours. 1 year accumulates into mastery. The person you were yesterday can't compete with the person who shows up consistently, fiercely, and without compromise. That is the power of small daily obsession. Obsession is not chaos. Obsession is not frantic activity. It is intentional, disciplined, and precise. It is choosing one thing and refusing to let anything steal your attention from it. While the world chases instant gratification, you chase excellence in the smallest increments. While others quit at the first hurdle, you persist. While others wait for perfect conditions, you create your own. And every day, your efforts, repeated and compounded, start to produce results that feel like magic, but they are not magic. They are proof of relentless consistency and unbroken focus. Most people underestimate the power of small daily actions. They think transformation requires massive, sudden changes. A quit your job, move across the world, reinvent yourself moment. But real transformation comes from micro-obsession. One skill mastered 90 minutes at a time. One project advanced 90 minutes at a time. One decision to show up every single day, no matter how tired, no matter how distracted, no matter how doubtful. That is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. One small session, compounded endlessly, creates momentum that cannot be stopped. Small daily obsession also rewires your mind. Every time you resist distraction, every time you choose focus over comfort, every time you commit 90 minutes without compromise, your brain learns that effort matters more than excuses. It learns that discomfort is temporary, but growth is permanent. It learns that quitting is not an option, because the habit of showing up consistently has been strengthened beyond the reach of fleeting emotions. And as your mind strengthens, your confidence rises. Your clarity increases. Your results become inevitable. Obsession, practiced daily, teaches patience. It teaches perspective. It teaches you to trust the process. You don't see immediate success. And that's the point. Obsession is the quiet engine that drives results over months, years, decades. It is the accumulation of effort, focus, and intention, repeated so consistently that it becomes unstoppable. One day, the person you are building through 90 minutes a day will surprise you. One day, you'll look back and realize that the cumulative effect of small, unwavering focus has made you unrecognizable to the person who started timid, scattered, and distracted. But small daily obsession is only powerful if protected. If interrupted, diluted, or abandoned, it loses its compounding effect. That's why your 90 minutes must be sacred, non-negotiable, and defended like a fortress. No distractions, no excuses, no escapes. Those minutes belong to your future self. And every time you defend them, you reinforce the habit, the muscle, the identity that builds empires, transforms skills, and shapes legacies. It's simple, but it is not easy. Small daily obsession is the ultimate leverage. It's the difference between dreaming and building. It's the bridge between hope and reality. It's the force that turns ordinary people into legends. When you commit, when you protect, when you compound, there is no stopping the outcome. One 90-minute session becomes 2, 2 becomes 10, 10 becomes hundreds, and suddenly, what once seemed impossible is not only possible, it's inevitable.